guys, and welcome to another video. Today's video is quite different to the rest of my content because I'm going to be doing my first ever story time. Now, I've actually never done a story time before, so this is going to be interesting. So, in this video, I'm going to be talking about when I bumped into Carrie Fletcher. So, this has actually been requested quite a bit. And I did also put a poll up to ask you guys if you would be interested in hearing that story. So, funnily enough, quite a few of you said, yeah, that you wanted to hear it. So, yeah, I'm just going to give you that story time. So, let's get started. Right, from the beginning. I actually could have had the chance to meet her before I even knew that this was going to happen. So, I'm going to start by telling you that first, and then I'll get into when I bumped into her. So, the first time was literally just out of the ordinary, but I feel like I need to give you a background story before I get into that. So, that's what I'm going to do. So, it was just an ordinary London trip. It was a double show day for me. It was my first ever double show day, actually, and I remember it was absolutely boiling in London. Like, why I didn't go with about 50 bottles of water, I do not know, because honestly, I felt like I had just stepped off a plane in Spain. Like, honestly, it was red hot. A bit irrelevant, but you need to know the background. So, yeah. So, I got into London at about 12:30, I think it was. And literally, the show started at like 2:30, so I thought, oh, for God's sake, I now need to figure out how to kill time. So, my first instinct was, why don't I just go to the theatre cafe? But then I thought, no, I'll go there after Jamie, because I'll need to kill time before then, because Jamie finished at about 5:15, something like that. So, I just thought, right, I'm going to need to kill time for another 2 hours. So, yeah, that's when I went to the theatre cafe and stuff. So, getting to the first time, which I had no idea would happen. I had no idea that any of this would happen. But I kind of feel like I did jinx it a bit, because on the train down there, I was just thinking to myself, oh my God, wouldn't it be amazing if I met Carrie Fletcher? Like, that would honestly make my whole trip. So, yeah, kind of feel like that was jinxed. But yeah, so, yeah, the first time I was just sat outside, I think it was Leon, I was sat outside of, like, there was, like, a little doorway, and I literally just sat there for about 2 hours because I had to kill time. And then, all of a sudden, somebody with a vlogging camera walked past me. So it was one of them double take moments, so I was like that type of thing. And then it was Carrie Fletcher, and I instantly thought, oh my god, this is not happening. Like, my heart started racing, and my first instinct was, get off your backside, get in there, and meet your idol. But then it was like one of them good angels, devil type of thing on my shoulder. Like, the good angel was saying, no, don't do it, respect the privacy. And then the devil was like, nope, just go do it. Go and do it. You might not get a chance again. But I listened to the good angel, and I didn't do it. Even though I really, really wanted to, I feel like I just had to respect her privacy and not interrupt her on her free time, as she was just preparing for the first show of Les Mis. But yeah, for the rest of the day, I was like, oh my god, why didn't I just do it? I could have met my idol. So glad I didn't, know, because this is where it gets interesting. Because when I say she bumped into me, I mean she bumped into me. Like, literally. So, yeah. Let's get on to that bit. So, I just finished stage door in Jamie, and I looked at the stage door for Les Mis, and it was chaotic. Like, it was absolutely ridiculous. They was queuing all around the theatre. Like, honestly, I'm surprised anyone could move on Shaftesbury Avenue, because it was absolutely ridiculously busy. So I just thought to myself, no, I've seen Carrie's YouTube video about respecting privacy and stuff like that, and just don't go to stage door if you've not seen the show. So that thought left my mind, so I walked away. Even though I was debating it, I didn't do it. Even though, yeah. But, yeah, I just walked away. I thought, no, you know what? I'm going to get chances to meet her in the future, in future shows, when I go and see them. Like, Cinderella, like, I am so excited for Cinderella, you do not even understand, guys. Like, honestly, I can't wait to book my tickets for that. I'm kind of waiting to book my tickets for Cinderella, because I don't want to book them and then them getting cancelled. Like, I'm going to wait until I know that it's definitely going to go ahead in spring. So, yeah. Anyway, totally going off the subject of this video. So, I'm just going to go back into it. So, yeah, I walked away from Jamie's stage door, and I just walked back past Jamie, and then I realised I was going the wrong way. Typical me, that. I am senseless with direction. Like, honestly, if somebody told me to lead a group round London, you would be going all over the place. Like, honestly, my sense of direction is absolutely ridiculous. So I was going in the complete opposite direction of where I needed to be. So I needed to be at the theatre cafe because I needed to kill time. Like, honestly, I did not just want to sit around and do nothing. So I went to the theatre cafe, but yeah. So I turned around and I was just walking, and I think I was checking a text, and then all of a sudden I felt like this brush on my shoulder, and then I heard this voice go, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. So I looked up and I just went, oh my god. Like, honestly, I felt so embarrassed about myself. I was just like, oh my god, I am stood literally 1 centimetre away from my idol. Say something. So I was like, oh, it's fine, don't worry about it. And then I looked, I was like, it's Carrie Fletcher. It is Carrie Fletcher. Zoe, stop making a tit of yourself and speak to her. So I just said, oh, how's your running Les Mis doing? And she was like, oh, it's absolutely brilliant. Like, the stage concert of it is absolutely brilliant. She went, have you just seen the show? I was like, no. I went to see everybody's talking about Jamie. I couldn't get tickets for the stage concert. She was like, oh, that is actually such a shame. And I was like, oh, I know. I really wanted to see it. And I literally just started talking to her for about 20 minutes. Like, literally, I just told her that I've been following her from the start. She's my absolute idol. And then she was like, oh, that's so sweet of you, thank you. So I just, like, carried on talking to her for ages. Well, it weren't ages. I'd say it was about 15-20 minutes. But honestly, that conversation will never, ever, ever leave my mind. Like, I remember it as if it was just yesterday. Like, honestly, I am so glad that it happened. And this is kind of the reason why I feel like I jinxed it, because on the way down I was like, imagine I actually met her, like, honestly. And when I say that moment was the highlight of my trip, and it weren't even supposed to happen, I don't even know what to say about it. Like, honestly, that moment for me was just absolutely amazing. Like, even though it wasn't actually at a stage door, it's by far one of my favourite stage door memories. Like, honest to God, it really, really is. So, yeah. Getting back into the conversation that I had with Carrie, I was like, is there anything that's actually going to happen with the concert? Like, is there going to be like a filmed production? And she just smiled and laughed at me. So I think the cast did know that obviously the stage concert was going to get filmed and put in cinemas. She was like, oh, I really wish I could tell you, but I really, really can't. But things will be announced soon. So I was like, right, we're getting a film production. Buzzing. I can see it. And I went to the cinema to see it. So, yeah. That hint from Carrie was probably not the best hint, but I'm glad she dropped that hint, because now I have watched that production about 50 million times, like, honestly. But, yeah, meeting Carrie that day was just absolutely incredible. Like, it wasn't supposed to happen, it was just out of the ordinary, and she literally just bumped into me. Like, honestly. If I could rate that moment on a 1 to 10 scale, it'd be going off the scale, because I just loved that moment, and the whole day I was just smiling, and I just instantly rung one of my mates. I was like, oh my god, guess what has just happened? It was like, what? And I was like, I've just met my idol, coincidentally. And I think I jinxed the moment, because on the train I said that I really wanted to meet her, and it was like, oh my god, really? I'm so happy for you. And then I start crying. Like, when I say crying, I mean I was an absolute state in the middle of London, to the point someone asked me if I was okay. Like, that was just embarrassing. To the point where a random stranger comes up to me and goes, are you alright, love? I'm like, yep, I'm fine. I've just totally not bumped into my idol. But, yeah. So, getting back onto the conversation, because this is what this video's about, and now I am just waffling. So, yeah. I said all sorts to her, like, I was like, oh, what was it like being in Heathers? Like, what was the company like? And she just literally told me everything. She was like, oh, did you see Heathers? I was like, nope. And she was like, oh, that is such a shame. Like, I really missed that production. Like, get me back in that blue blazer any day. So I was like, you trying to drop a hint here? And then I was like, oh, it's such a shame that you're not going to be involved with the UK tour. She was like, oh, I know. But funnily enough, I was actually asked, and I was like, no, my time with Veronica is up. So I just literally said to her, yeah, that's understandable. Once you've played a role, like you've even said in the past that you wouldn't want to go back to your previous roles. But she was like, oh yeah, I know, and there's also something being announced soon. And I was like, oh, are you joining the Sondheim? And funnily enough, that was it. And I was like, oh, I can't wait for it to be announced. Like, I really can't wait to go and see what you do next. And she was like, oh, honestly, it's going to be absolutely incredible. I can already see it. Yeah. And then I just said to her, I was like, right, I'm going to let you go now and enjoy the rest of your day and let you prepare for your second show. But honestly, it was really nice to meet you. Like, honestly, you have been my idol from day one. Like, honestly, your YouTube videos are my motivation. And she was just like, oh, that is just so sweet, thank you. And then I just said to her, anyway, have a nice day. And she was like, anyway, I'm so sorry for just bumping into you like that. I was like, honestly, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Like, you are my idol. I'm glad it happened, because now I've actually met you and I can tick it off my bucket list. Yep, I'm one of those that has a bucket list, and I still honestly need to tick off see Carrie Fletcher live in a show. Hopefully that happens with Cinderella soon. But yeah, fingers crossed. But yeah, it was one of those bizarre moments, as in one of them pinch me moments like, did that just happen? But honestly, again, I'm glad it happened and I wouldn't change it for the world. So there you go, guys. There is the story time of when I bumped into Carrie Fletcher. And I didn't actually mention this, so I'm going to mention it now. She asked me if I had a piece of paper with me. So I said, yeah, why? What's up? So she was just like, oh, well, pass it over here and I'll sign it for you. So I handed her this piece of paper and she signed it and stuff. And now that takes pride in a scrapbook that I have, which I'm probably going to show on this channel. I'm not too sure what I'm going to do with it yet, but yeah, I probably will show it off. And I also took a picture with her, which I will insert here, because again, I didn't mention that I got a picture with her, but yeah, that'll be inserted here. But yeah, that is the end of this video. If you like this video, please like, comment and subscribe, and also please let me know if you would like to hear any more story times, as I have quite a few. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all in my next video.